And this is one of our security guards, 2 years in the running here. Yeah. What's security like at Prologue?
It's good.
Keeping the kids safe.
Keeping the kids safe. Make sure, and then not only we doing security, but we also have time to speak to them and mentor them. You know, keep them focused in life.
I have security here who've been around us. Their brothers actually went to school here, Prologue. So they will understand the culture of the students, right? They will understand who they are. They have been in those neighborhoods, especially the mentors.
Stop, both of you. This will be my last time telling you to stay out of this hallway. Both of you.
So that's one skill that's very essential when you deal with security. And then not necessarily the militaristic and the policing, if you will, but a real relationship with the young people so that you don't have these unnecessary fights between security and the young people.
So other security guard there. As you see, the security guards are meeting right now. School's about to get out. Probably strategizing about a couple of things to keep the environment safe. It can get chaotic at the end of the day. Well, like we've said in the past, Prologue has not had any incidences really in the school. So our security team over there is doing an excellent job in this environment, working with all the tension that is breeded outside this environment. A way that we continue to keep the room or the school safe and secure is we will ask the student to come to the mentor office. Let the mentor sit down and have dialogue and conversation, because we feel that the mentors, who are actually the younger professionals in the building, have a better connection with the young people. So we can definitely speak to them in regards to where they're at and remind them as to, yeah, it's difficult to improve and get stronger, but yet the relationships that we're developing allows them to sit and listen.
From the counseling process, we assign them classes accordingly with mentors intervening. And then you also have small group counselors intervening along with mentors to resolve every single issue. That's why we like smallness in terms of schools and what have you, that we should be able to concentrate and deal with these young people, you know, to convert them.
One of the main things that we do at Prologue every Monday is that we have a large group where our whole student body, faculty, principal as well, all meet together to talk about issues not only in our school that affect our students' lives, but most importantly, that Monday is used for the issues that are outside of school as well. So we've had tremendous opportunities in the last year and a half, say, as the violence has picked up through the city, to continue to address our youth, to make them aware, to keep them motivated, to try to come and try to get them to not give up, even though the situation seems so dire.
We have this thing that I've never seen anywhere, where the entire community comes together to support and work out a problem with a student in trouble. Now they call it a staffing, and it's put on the agenda and the family is contacted. And the whole staff will speak with the student and their family for hours if necessary, and will return again if necessary. When you come to that staffing, where if a problem came up and involved students who may have been having a disagreement with each other, well, at Prologue, we will be involved literally in addressing this and in discussions of histories of gangs. And it's often Pa who will finally point this out, our principal. Ah, so this is a problem that links to a problem in the neighborhood. And so you are charged, if you want to come back to school here, clearly, after discussing sometimes for a couple of hours, you're going to have to go back and make peace over this particular issue in the neighborhood. And we're going to have to receive those assurances, and then we can receive you back, and this other student back, and this other student back. And what I see going on in that particular intervention is amazing, because I have seen students go back to their communities and resolve this little vendetta. Here you find students who come to the staff literally presenting their case that they want the right to return to school. That's what happens at staffing. I never saw that at Chicago Public Schools. Young people coming, presenting why they want to return to school.
One of the first things we've learned is that if you're dealing with young people from the street, you need to be very careful in the way that you discipline them. Because, punitive measures do not work for young people like that. What works is like inviting them in the environment, make them feel that the culture, make them have ownership, in the school. The decision-making process must involve them. The counseling process must involve them, to a point that they feel confident that they're responsible for their own environment. Then in the culture that we create, they feel safe and they own it. And then we will have struggles, but our struggles are resolved through dialogue, through making the student understand, okay, where the issues are. If you are wrong, you're wrong, and you learn from it, as opposed to you're wrong and here you're suspended, you're expelled, and all that stuff is not going to solve the problem. It's not going to solve the problem, because if you have a kid who is from the juvenile home or from a group home and what have you, and you want to resolve the issue by more punishment and what have you, it's not going to solve the problem. That young child needs a constant dialogue, which is one reason every teacher here, every adult in our environment does security and also is a counselor. And then, the relationship, the way we define security, where you have parents in here, you have uncles in here, it changes the relationship, and then the trust will evolve out of that with young people, us relating to them, that, this is a safe environment and they need to protect themselves.